Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Rutherford County Schools. Another look at our budget tonight. Our first order of business will be the Pledge of Allegiance, led by our director. Thank you. If you look at your agenda there, of course, we're here to look at the budget tonight. So, Mr. Director, wherever you'd like to start is fine.
We'll start with number 3, which is an update on the 2017-18 budget. We did not reprint for you the line item budget you received last time because we haven't made changes in it. The legislature adjourned yesterday, and so Mr. Sandvig has been notified that they will give us new BEP estimates. So that will come next week. So we may have revenue changes, that sort of thing that would come. What to meet the 22nd, I think, is our next budget meeting. And then 23rd is the night we have the joint meeting with the commission. So we do not have changes in that. So no new BEP estimate. We've got tonight then for us to take a look at is really amendments. As you look at the amendments to the current budget and some line items, there's been other changes there. The numbers appear large, but you're going to see the percentages are very small. So that's really what most of the focus tonight is, some of those cleanup things for the budget each year. They're in the process of changing line numbers and recording it in different places again. You got most of the certified tonight and building, but I think we got classified and some other things to go as budget amendments on down the line. So I want to start with the first one on employee insurance. Employee insurance. This amendment reallocates $391,015 in already budgeted employee insurance to the budget line items where it is needed based on our 2016-17 employees and the open enrollment period. No new funds are being used. This amendment is just under 1% of total medical insurance in the 2016-17 general purpose budget. That's pretty amazing that over a year ago we made it and it's less than a 1% amendment to do it, because you're estimating, you don't even know who's going to sign up for insurance. They recommend the motion to amend $391,015 in already budgeted employee insurance to the employee insurance budget lines where it is needed based on our current employees and the changes made at open re-enrollment.
Questions from the board for Mr. Sandvig or the director? Need a motion? Thank you, Mr. Blair. Second?
Second.
Mr. Holliday, thank you. Any comments? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Number 2.
Next amendment is a closeout function of 72-810. It's under the title Central and Other. But at the Spring Physical Conference, which they attended earlier this week, starting Monday afternoon through yesterday, the state notified us that a centralized warehouse is the only type of operation they want to charge to function 72-810, Central and Other. And this is what I'm talking about, line item changes. We presently have $893,714 in expenditures charged to this function and will no longer use this function. The state is saying that we have to change this, that everybody, they're telling everybody have to change it. So $415,352 in legal and communication and community relation expenditures are now being moved to function line item number 72-320 and under Director of Schools, where they were in 2015-16. $286,989 in school safety expenditures are being moved to plant operation line item number or function 72-610, and $191,373 in telephone system expenditures are being moved to new technology function 72-250. This amendment will match the reporting of the 2016-17 expenditures with the 2017-18 budget. This is the new line item numbers they gave us, and we're going to make the changes in 17-18 so we don't have to amend again line items. Recommend motion is to amend $893,714 in already budgeted 2016-17 expenditures from function 72-810 central and other, with $415,352 in legal and communication and community relations expenditures being moved to function 72-320, Director of Schools, and $286,989 in school safety expenditures being moved to Plan Operation Function 72-610, and $191,373 in telephone system expenditures being moved to Technology Function 72-250 as presented.
So moved.
Thank you. That was Mr. Hodge. A second?
Second.
Mr. Young, thank you. Any questions or comments? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Number 3.
Amendment number 3 is for substitute teachers. This substitute teacher amendment totals $385,800. It reallocates $353,700 in already budgeted substitute teacher funds to the substitute teacher line item, certified and/or classified, where the subs are hitting. An additional $32,100 in substitute teacher pay is being covered by moving $27,509 in special ed teacher pay and related benefits. This increase is 1.1% of the already budgeted substitute teacher pay. So again, that's moving it around. So the amendment is to amend $353,700 in already budgeted substitute teacher funds to the appropriate substitute teacher line items, and to cover an additional $32,100 in substitute teacher pay by moving $27,509 in special ed teacher pay and the related benefits as presented.
Comments or a motion?
Move for approval.
Thank you, Mr. Holliday. A second?
I do have a question. 1.1 increase, where is that coming in at?
That's just the $353,000 of it is just moving already budgeted sub-teacher dollars. The 1.1% is the $32,100, which is increasing the sub-teacher, the budgeted dollars to pay for substitutes.
Increasing their pay or just
No, just our usage, since our fill rate has been up.
Okay, gotcha.
Moving it from another line item that's not going to be totally, and at this time of year, very often, what Mr. Sandvik does is take one that's not going to be totally spent out another line item and move it into one if we're short or something like that, because you have to have a balanced budget, obviously, by the end of the year. So that's what.
Remember we had some discussion about a better fill rate this company was filling the,
Yeah.
so I just want to make sure that's what that was for.
Do you know what it was? When will we know kind of for the year what the fill rate was? Do you know?
I haven't looked today, but we're still somewhere around 92% fill rate, 92 to 93, which is up at least 6% from last year at this time.
I've got a motion. I need a second. Mr. Blair, thank you. Any further comment? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Number 4.
Number 4 is under certified staff. The certified staff amendment reallocates a total of $1,006,109 in certified salary and benefits, $668,644 in pay, and $97,465 for the related payroll benefits are being moved to other certified staff line items. This amendment also covers an additional $240,000 in contract services for high-cost special ed students. No new funds are being used in this amendment, and it covers 0.39% of our certified staff budget. Recommend motion to amend a total of $1,006,109 in certified salary and benefits, with $668,644 in pay and $97,465 for the related payroll benefits being moved to other certified staff line items, and $240,000 for additional contract services for high-cost special ed students as presented.
Questions?
If I may make one comment.
Yes, sir.
The $240,000 for additional contract services, what I'm doing here, normally I don't use salary dollars, we just let them go to fund balance, but I'm trying to watch maintenance of effort in special ed. So I'm not wanting to increase the special ed budgeted expenditures by $240 when I can cover it internally.
Any other comments or questions from the board? Need a motion?
So moved.
I believe that was Mr. Young, and I'll just take yours as a second, Mr. Hodge, if that's okay. Any further comment? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Number 5.
And maintenance of effort, of course, can come back and get you the next year.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if you raise that figure, then that becomes a play next time. So 5 is under classified staff. The classified staff amendment is reallocated $169,995 in classified pay and $26,733 in related benefits to the classified staff lines where it is needed. These transfers are due to vacancies, staff turnover, and storm damage. This is one of our routine year-end amendments and covers 0.52% of our classified staff budget. Recommend motion to amend a total of $196,728 in classified pay and related benefits to the classified staff lines where it is needed.
Any questions or comments? Need a motion? Mr. Blair, thank you. A second?
Second.
Mr. Young, thank you. Any comment? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Number 6.
B is Building
B.
Program, Fund 189. The Building Program Amendment cleans up line items within existing projects, and behind this is all of the line item pages if you want to look, and so the references to the yellow columns if you want to look at it on the line item pages. And moves funds from completed or nearly completed projects to other projects, which would be your blue column. So line item amendments within project. Roy Walden, addition number 1 is $62,264. John Coleman addition, $15,780. Rocky Fork Middle, $10,307,445. Rocky Fork Elementary, $5,423. David Urey addition, $20,305. Smyrna Middle renovation, $61,512. Rockville High School, $11,330, for a total of $10,484,059. So funds to other projects that's being moved. The closeout of the Eagleville Phase 1, and so that would be to deduct $1,787. The Laverne High School and Smyrna High School stadium projects, we had some monies in for that, $825. Rocky Fork Elementary, FF&E, $962. John Coleman, the deduct of $592,366. And Roy Waldron, FF&E, $58,524. And then the Rocky Fork Elementary, FF&E, for $532,842. So this motion is to amend $10,489,059 in line item adjustments within already budgeted construction projects to amend $1,787 from the completed Eagleville Phase 1 project to Laverne and Smyrna High projects, and to amend $592,366 from the almost complete John Coleman School to furniture, fixtures, and equipment at Roy Waldron and Rocky Fork Elementary Schools as presented. Of course, what drives this, Mr. Sandvig has to, if it's shared monies, then we try to move it. It's been shared with the city already on the borrowing. Then you need to move it where we have elementary projects coming again. So where we're looking at adding to Roy Waldron, to Rocky Fork Elementary at some point, that shared money, so you don't have to share again, put it there. And the high school money, since we do not have to share that, then you can place that where you're doing a high school project. So that's exactly what he's doing.
And Mr. Odom,
Yes.
on that one, the Rocky Fork Middle, $10,307,000, $9.8 million of that is moving money between site and construction. That's just a routine. It depends on how the contract and the bids are done.
That's what we do, we just take a slide of that money, put it in another column, and spending it.
Comments from board members? Need a motion?
Move for approval.
Thank you, Mr. Holliday. A second? Mr. Hodge, thank you. Any further comment? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Financial matters.
Okay, this is Category 2 E-rate funding, and it's for information only. E-rate funding, very often you have that charge on your telephone bill or something that the federal government requires, where they collect this E-rate funding, and then it's goes to Washington and comes back less than what it went, typically, you know, and distributed. So this is kind of an update as where we are in that right now for your information. The Rutherford County School District is applying for Category 2 E-rate funding for funding year 2017 using the Tennessee Education Broadband Consortium statewide master contract. In accordance with E-rate rules, eligible vendors could participate in a mini-bid process. After careful evaluation of all mini-bids received, it was decided to award the mini-bids to CDWG, which is a company, for $699,931.79, and Central Technologies Incorporated for $49,600, pending the approval of the E-rate funding. Ms. Kim Williams is back there tonight, and she worked on this with Steve Solomon, but this is, we get these monies and then have to put it in categories or make application for the money. It's what we have to do. So Category 2 on the next page, Category 2 funding will be used to purchase internal connection equipment from CDWG for network switches and wireless access points, and from Central Technologies Incorporated for cabling at Rocky Fork Middle School, Central Magnet School, David Urey Elementary, Eagleville School, Thurman Francis Arts Academy, and Smyrna Middle School. The E-rate program provides Category 2 discounts from 20 to 85% on internal connection equipment based on the district's overall free and reduced discount rate. If E-rate funding is approved, the district could save as much as 60% of the total cost of the $749,531.79 or $449,719.07 on the pre-discount cost of these internal connections. The non-discounted portion owed by the district is $299,812.72.
That was information only. Are there questions for the director on that?
The formulas there are partially based on what your free reduce. Anyway, that's typically the way the federal government distributes. And so, do we leave out anything, Ms. Williams, that we needed to say about that? Saving money, that's good. And this is federal money. It's going to go to somebody else if we don't take our share. That's what it amounts to. So we certainly want to apply.
Any other pressing matters on the budget?
Let me share another thing for you, if I could. Mr. Sandvik, I'm on that BEP review committee. We had a meeting Friday, call-in meeting. Mr. Sandvik listened in with me. And one of the things, of course, they're talking about now what they can do. At that time, legislature was still in session. But maybe what projects for next year, things like maybe nurses, still in the mix is what can we do to maybe get the state fund some RTI square positions, do that. But they spent some time, the part I want to say, they spent some time on this cost per student at each school. And I think we told you we're one of, is it 18 or 16 schools? Is it 18? It's in this pilot.
Maybe up to 20.
Okay, initially it was about 18 school districts, maybe 20 now. They're actually going to take our 16-17 budget, and that's another reason why we got to get it, make sure all the line items match. And they're going to try to come up with some individual costs by school. And next year, every district in the state is going to be doing this. And so we're kind of, us and the other 18 or 20 or whatever it is, are kind of guinea pigs to see what it looks like. You know, I see some real scary things in that in some way, in that they're trying to get down to textbook usage in the school. They get into buses and transportation that come there. It'll be teachers, things such as what degree experience they have, how many teachers there. I mean, they're trying to look, they've categorized virtually everything the way I see it. And so I can see if you're in a poverty school they're gonna show more because they're gonna have Title I funds in there. It's gonna be categorized into that another school down the road will not have that fund. So I think there's a potential for a lot of misinterpretation of those numbers when they come out. But we'll just have to talk among you and presentations so that when you're asked questions, we're asked questions, say, why is $200 spent over here more per kid than this one over here? That it very well may be because that's a Title I school and you can't supplant, so it has to be added on because of their poverty rate or whatever. So I see some potential with this one coming, initially anyway.
Anything else?
I did leave you a line from, Williamson County has a policy. I talked with their high school principal today, except 1, 2 that haven't called me back yet, probably 75% of the middle. And they kind of like this statement, no action, anything. If we decide to bring it up, it'll come up in your next policy committee meeting, but I just want you to think about it ahead of time. Take a look at that and see if there's something you want to add.
Anything for the director? I think I speak for the board, Mr. Director and Ms. Michaels, when I say that the retirement reception was absolutely terrific. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I assume everyone else did. Sometimes it's really, in a way, it's a happy time, but it's also a sad time. I always think of all that talent that's going out the door, but at any rate, it was terrific. Remind you of our next meeting, which is Monday night at 5 o'clock, and there'll be a work session, and then the next night for our regular board meeting. Next time we discuss budget, the 22nd of May, and Mr. Savig has informed me that meeting most likely will be necessary to wind up everything for the next night, which is our joint meeting with the Health and Ed and the County Budget Committee, so on the 23rd. So if there's nothing else...
You know, we have our teachers out there, and I forgot to say it because we went on, the 3% is still in there for certified classified, and you may have come to hear that tonight, so there's been no change in that. It's still there as of now.
Okay. Mr. Blair.
Would like to note how spiffy Mr. Halliday looked tonight in his tuxedo, and
I tried to discourage you, Mr. Halliday.
he is going to a school function, so you know he just needs to know that he's dressed.
Stewart's Creek Fine Arts Banquet. So.
Okay. One more time. Is there anything else? We are adjourned. Thank you.